Welcome to Black Mountain Wargaming, and today we have our first Warhammer 40,000 battle report. It's the new Codex for Adeptus Custodes versus Necrons. Okay, so 2,000 points of Custodes. I am taking these as Shadowkeepers, and it is a battalion detachment. Starting off with my 3 HQs, I've got Trajan Valoris, I've got Shield Captain Valerian, and Sister of Silence Alea. Then for my troops, I have 3 squads of 3 guard. I've got 2 squads of 3 spears, and 1 squad with the shield and sword. Then for my elite choice, I have a squad of 5 wardens. In the squad of wardens, there's 4 with spears and 1 with an axe. And then I have a squad of 5 Alaris Terminators, all of them with axes. I quite like having these guys with axes just for the extra strength. I know most people are probably going to be running the spears at the minute because everything's 2 damage. Even the axes are 2 damage now, but I just prefer them for a little bit of anti-vehicle. Then I have also for an elite's choice the banner bearer. And then last but not least, I have my fast attack options, which are the Virtus Praetors at the back, of which I have 2 with the Hurricane Bolters and 3 with the Salvo Launchers. Couple of little extras on these things. So on the Alaris Terminators, they all are equipped with Misericordias. I don't have the points to equip the bikes with the Misericordias, so no Misericordias for them. I do have a Misericordia on the banner bearer, and then no Misericordias on the standard guard. Trajan Valoris, because I'm taking him, he has to be my warlord, and because he's my warlord, he gets 2 warlord traits. The first one allows him to regain CP on a 5+, and the second one allows him to change the Qatar ability around. So you at the start of the game, you have the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary Qatars, and you have to have them in certain orders. Basically, once per battle, Trajan can allow you to change the order of which they're in. So it might work quite well if at the beginning of the game you have to say, I think it's even before you know who's going first, what order they're in. Then if you find out that you're going second, then in your next command phase you're able to just swap it around a little bit. If you need to change your tactic a little bit, just gives you a little bit of extra freedom. And Valerian, I've paid a CP to give him his warlord trait, which basically gives him 6s to hit, is 1 mortal wound in addition, and whoever he's attacking is not allowed to re-roll their save rolls. So just something a little bit fancy from Valerian. Valerian's got some quite cool rules. He's got a built-in transhuman as well, and a free re-roll once per battle round of a save, a hit, and a wound, I believe. Alea has got slightly better. So she has actually got a stratagem that can be used with either the Vexilla or with Alea, which allows you to teleport a unit onto her. So what you could do, I believe, even if the unit is on the battlefield, so the Alaris are on the battlefield at the back, you can then activate her Teleporter Homer for 1 CP, and you can teleport that Alaris unit up to her, and they have to be more than 3 inches away from an enemy, I believe, if it's similar to how it used to be, but I'll just double check the wording on that when we're using it in the game. But that's me. That's 2,000 points of Adeptus Custodes Shadowkeepers. So we'll go on to see what Mike's bringing for his Necrons next.
Today I'm going to run a battalion of 1992 Sawtech Dynasty. My warlord is going to be the Catacomb Command Barge. Its warlord trait is going to have Enduring Will, and I've upgraded him with the Relic Orb. Following on from that, I have a Chronomancer, and he's going to have the Relic of the Vanquisher's Mask. On from that, then I'm going to have the Technomancer, and he's going to have the relic of the Veil of Darkness. Next on, I'm going to have 3 units of Necron warriors. It'll be 1 unit of 19, 1 unit of 20, all with Gauze Flare, and 1 unit of 10 Necron warriors with Gauze Reaper. On the male Leech choices, I'm going to have a Catan Shard, the Nightbringer, and his power is going to be Antimatter Meteor. Then I've got 5 Lich Guard with Hyperphase shields and swords. And then I'm going to run on with 6 Scorpic Destroyers, and 2 of them are going to have the Reap Blade and 4 with the Thresher. On to my fast attack, I have 7 Canoptic Scarab Swarms and 5 Canoptic Wraiths with Claws.
Okay, and so just to finish off for Mike's there, he has 10 CP he's starting with. He spent 2 already on extra relics, yeah. And myself, I'll be starting on 12 CP, start on 12 basic, then -1 for an extra warlord trait, and then Trajan gives me +1 extra, so back onto 12. Alright, so we will catch you in the first round. Okay, so we've got our mission today. Our mission is priority targets. It's a control 1, control 2, and control more mission. So 5 points for each of those. It also gives you the secondary priority target, which is the auto take. If you sit on your own objective for the whole game, you get 15 points basically. If you hold one objective, it's 3 points. If you hold both of them, it's 5. At the beginning of the game, once we've rolled off and we've figured out who is attacker and defender, we get to move some of the objective markers around, which are currently in this position on the battlefield, 1 in each quarter and 1 in the center. So we will get to rolling off just in a second, but what I will just do now is talk you through what secondaries we have picked. And it's quite funny because we've picked exactly the same. So Mike, you've gone for engage on all fronts,
yep,
priority targets, and rod. And then I've gone for engage on all fronts, priority target, and rod as well. So all based around not killing each other's armies, because you're an unkillable horde of robots and I'm an unkillable small unit of superhumans. I don't know. Okay, so that is the mission for today. We will get on to deployment next. Okay, so while Mike's just putting his last 2 units down, I'll just talk you through what we've done. So there's been some moving of the objectives for the priority target mission. So I had originally moved this one over here from in the terrain to just outside of the terrain here, and then Mike countered that with moving this one from here to here, and then moving the one that was over here slightly further into the terrain. We're happy for it to be in the terrain. We've discussed that. That's absolutely fine. And then last but not least, I moved my one from here to here, and then obviously the central one stays exactly the same. So I'll just run through a little bit of the deployment. I've got custodian guards with shields in here. I've got the wardens. I've got Valerian, Alea, Trajan, the Vexillus Praetor, which I need. I didn't actually mention what he has. So he has got the -1 to hit banner, and he's also got the relic, the Praetorian's plate, which will allow him to do a teleport shunt in one of the heroic intervention steps. I've got 3 custodian guards with spears here. There are 3 holding the objective over there, and then on the front line I've got the Virtus Praetors and the Alaris Custodes there. So that's the custodians. Next up, Mike's just placing down the last few units, but you can see basically what we've got going on here. So this is a squad of 10 warriors here, squad of 7 of the Scarab Swarms at the back. This is the 19 or the 20?
That's the 20.
So this is a 20-man strong warrior unit. Obviously the Lich Guard. This is your Technomancer. That's not the one with the veil. The one with the veil is behind here, obviously with the now core destroyers, getting ready to bring them to the party to play. And then we've got the Wraiths and the warriors here. And where are you going to put the big guy?
Haven't decided yet.
So he's just deciding on where to put the big guy. So once he's decided with that, we will catch you back and we will do the roll off for the first turn. Okay, so after about an hour and 40 minutes, Mike has finally decided that the Nightbringer is going to be sat at the front there. So that's it. That's deployment. Oh, you wanted to just mention that the Technomancer has the nanoscarabs, which allows him to move 10 inches, 10 inches instead of the 5, so he can move a little bit quicker than the normal ones. Right. So you ready?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I don't know. I did think turn 2, but now I wouldn't mind turn 1.
Well, you're the guest. Far away. Okay. Okay. So it is Custodian Guard, turn 1. What I will just mention, because before we find out what turn it is, I need to have told everyone my martial katars, and I have gone for the primary is Selvus, the secondary is Callistus, and the tertiary is Captaris. Okay, so in the command phase, I obviously gained a command point, put me up to 13. Apart from that, though, I haven't really done much else in the command phase. And then we've just moved up here. Everything's just moved out of the terrain. Those guys in the back have stayed exactly where they are. These guys here have stayed exactly where they are. And the Terminators have just shuffled up slightly to get cover from the barricades. And then the bikes have just moved into position around here, bringing them over the 30-inch line for engage on all fronts there. So what I'm going to do with the guys in the back there is they're going to rod. All right. So the guys in the back over there are going to rod, and then we'll go into the shooting here. So shooting, I'm going to go with 5 Castellan axes from the Terminators, and they are going to go into the Scarabs. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s for Trajan. So that's all hit. And then I believe they're toughness 3.
Toughness 3, yeah.
So wounding on 3s. So that is 3 wounds at -1. Yeah. You haven't moved, so it's +1.
So
because of your
yes, my
your dynastic trait.
Or command protocol.
Okay.
So I chose directive 1. Each time an attack is made against this unit, if it did not move a normal move, advance or fall back, this battle round, this unit receives the benefit of light cover.
Perfect. So 3. What's your base save?
6.
6s. So 3 6-ups. No, so that's 1 base dead because they're 2 damage each, and then 2 over to the next one. And then that's all the shooting from. It's not all the shooting from them actually, because I will be shooting my grenade launchers next. So they are. I'll just double check, but I believe if they're still the same as before. Ballistic grenade launchers, yeah. So the range will go up on the shooting weapon to 22 inches, and they're assault D3. You've got how many in there at the beginning of the shooting phase? Well, there's 6 anyway. So assault D3. So that will go to a minimum of 3 because you've got 6 in the unit. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 15 to 10 and 15. And these are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s for Trajan, and that was a lot of 1s. Perfect. And then your toughness 3. And these are strength 5. So 3s again. Okay, that's good for you. So it's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Now you're not going to like this, Mike, because they are AP3. So that is 1 base dead, 2 base dead, 3 base dead, and 1 wound over. I'm afraid, sir. But then you get to, at least you get to roll more dice now for your reanimation. That is all their shooting done. So you can do your reanimation next. And I don't know, has anyone else noticed you can on a Terminator model, you can replace their little grenade launcher with a Iron Man pocket rocket that's like strength 10, -4, D3 plus 3 damage. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so how many we got?
16 dice.
16 dice, needing 5.
Right.
Is it a good roll? You get 1 back at least. I can see 4. Yeah, you get 1 back.
I'll take 2, 4, yeah.
Yeah.
1. I'll take it.
Okay, so 1 back. Right, so we'll go on to the next shooting. I'll go straight into it. I will go, now this is a tricky one. I'm tempted to do the 3 salvo launchers into the Nightbringer and hope that you don't fail. I need to take the 3 wounds off, really. So I will go with... Yeah, I'm going to go with the rest of the Hurricane Bolters, the 2 Hurricane Bolters into the Scarabs. And then I'm going to go with the 3 salvo launchers into the Nightbringer. So we'll go with the 3 salvo launchers first. Hitting on 2s. I knew I'd roll a 1. Damn it. So I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that one, just because I need a 2. And roll a 1. Typical. And then I am wounding on 3s. So that's both wound. So it's -4, so straight to your...
Info?
Yep, straight to your 4.
What's the damage in this?
D3 plus 3.
Right, so I need to make it both.
Yeah. And you roll... yep, you make them both. So that was not... Yeah. I shouldn't have split.
Never split.
Never split, no. Right, so I'm just going to measure up here whether I am in rapid fire range. I've got 24, 28... Mike, can you just measure to the Scarabs here whether I'm within 14 with these 2 guys here? I don't think I am.
No,
no,
definitely
no. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we'll just go with the base shots into them. They're not re-rolling the 1s because I don't have anyone close enough. And that is 4. No rend.
No rend. So
no.
5 ups then?
Yep. So just the 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Puts them down to 1.
Puts them down to 1 left. Okay. And then got a little bit more shooting to go here. These guys with their axes. Now I may have just moved out of range or shot them out of range. We'll just measure up and then we'll get on to those guys next. Okay. Yep. So last of the shooting is just these front 4 wardens here are within the 28-inch range to get single shots into the Scarabs. So we are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Trajan. Wow, I'm rolling a lot of 1s. And then 3s, 2. And these are a -1.
So 6s?
6s. And they are 2 damage each. So just 2 passed over.
2 passed over.
And then you get to roll your 4 for the Scarab then.
Nope.
Nope, he does not come back. Right. Well, that was a quick first turn from the Custodes. Don't think there's anything else to do from them. Points for them. I've got the rod in the corner. I've got engage, so I'll get 2 for engage. And then I'll have my priority. So that leaves me at the end of my turn 1 on 5 points. We will get on to Necron, turn 1, next. Okay, so just covering the Necron turn 1 command phase. Mike has used his command badge to do...
Oh, the Hand of the Pharaoh, is it?
No, Hand of the Pharaoh's the ability for 2. It's just Thy Will Be Done. So he's doing Thy Will Be Done onto the Wraiths because the Wraiths are now core. That is awesome. So then they are going to be hitting on 2s?
3s. Hitting
on 3s, they hit on 4s normally. Oh yeah, of course, because they're connected, yeah. So they'll be hitting on 3s, which actually, yeah, I think that's a big deal, which is big there. And then obviously also, just looking at what Mike's got, he's got these guys ready to teleport around the battlefield. So we were just having a little chat Obviously, Mike has about a 6-inch charge here. And then if he decides to come in over here with the other guys, he's going to have a 9-inch charge there. And I've just made sure that there's no gotchas. I've told Mike that I do still have Tanglefoot Grenade, and neither of them are flyers. So I will have the opportunity to try and slow them down getting into combat with me. What we'll do is we'll just let Mike finish off his movement here, and then we'll get on to the shooting phase next. Okay, so Mike's finished his movement phase, and he's decided to put these guys here. Now, we've talked through the logic of it. There's a crater there, so they've got an 11-inch charge to them, but he doesn't really want to put them here, because if he puts them on this side and I Tanglefoot him and he fails, then he's got basically my whole army right next to him. So playing it safe, but still playing it quite aggressive as well. And then everything else has just moved up a little bit, holding the objective here now with both these two units.
Yeah, these pulled down so that we're in the quarter for Rawdon. And
these guys advanced a whopping 1. So we are going to go straight on to now the Shard of the Satan's abilities. So he's going to do Antimatter Meteor.
Yeah.
And Mike's going to kindly roll me a 1.
Well, anything but a 1 or 2.
What did you roll?
Do you want to know?
A 6. Oh dear, that's not good, is it?
D3 plus 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, that's not very nice.
Yeah.
Onto who?
Closest visible, and because I tried to position him here, that the closest visible would be then the bikes.
So the bikes are going to take D3 plus 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Now can you roll me a 1? Thank you. So that's 4. The bikes have now got 5 wounds, which is rather tasty. But I also now get invuns in the non-psychic phase, or not invuns, feel no pain in the non-psychic phase against mortals. So 6s. And I ignore 1, so that is 3 taken. So one of the bikes, we will put it on one of the salvo bikes, has got 2 wounds left.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one of my CPs that I got at the start of this turn and randomly roll for
another power?
Another Catan power.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind Antimatter Meteor again.
You roll a 1.
Which is Antimatter Meteor.
Well, there we go. Do that again then.
Yeah.
So just another 1 would be nice. 3 1s in a row. Yay!
Well.
The spirit of Rick flows through you. Okay. Sorry, Mike.
PG-13.
I've told Mike no obscenities on the channel. I'll keep the camera facing down because he's not looking very happy. Okay.
Right, well.
End of movement, end of Satan.
Yeah.
On to shooting next. Okay, so Mike's just getting his dice ready. He's played a couple of stratagems here. The first one is Disintegration Capacitors, and the second one is Relentless Onslaught. So that basically means on rolls of 6 to hit, he's going to be getting an additional hit. And on rolls of 6 to hit, it's going to automatically wound me.
Yeah.
So, who are we going with first?
I'm going to go
so
with
that's on the Warriors, isn't it?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, so
that's on the Warriors, yeah.
I'll start with the Warriors. I have the 20 dice counted out.
Yep,
24 inch range, and they're in range of the bikes. So
okay.
I'll roll them here if you don't mind, just
yep.
the room. So they're hitting on 3s.
Wow, that was pretty terrible.
After all that, 1-6. So it scores an additional hit.
No, yeah. They would have appreciated that. My will be done. Yeah. So 1 automatic wound, and then 1 hit straight in, yeah. And then you're on 5s to wound me.
5s.
Of which you get another 3. So that's 4 so far, and these are minus 1, I think, yeah.
-1.
So it takes me to a 3 up. So fail 2. Oh my goodness. You killed a bike. It's not very good.
2 CP well spent.
Yep, 1 bike down.
Right. The next thing to shoot will be the command barge, and he'll also go into the bikes.
Okay.
He is hitting on 2s.
Cool looking command barge. He is hitting on 2s.
And of course he rolls a 1.
Just the 1 though. It's not too bad.
Strength 6.
Toughness 6, so 4s.
4s.
Oh, that'll do though.
Not a thing.
Okay.
I think that's the only thing left to shoot.
So you got to get through the 4-pin button and then it's only D3 damage.
Yeah, so no, I'll leave it.
Okay. Right, shooting done?
Yeah, funny enough, that is all my
Don't want to shoot any of these guys here?
Only a 12-inch range on these.
Ah, right, yeah, because they're the close range. Okay.
These guys are raw.
So, right, well, we will catch you in the charge phase next. Okay, so Mike's starting with the Wraiths, and he has asked me whether I'm going to Tanglefoot, and I will definitely Tanglefoot. So, I did re-roll off camera for Trajan because I spent a CP in my first go, and I didn't get it back. I rolled a 1. So I'll spend the CP and try and get it back here and roll a 5. So yeah, the CP is free of charge. And then the Tanglefoot grenade, I need that 6 or 5 again.
101.
What did I roll? 6. So you now have a 12-inch charge. Wow. That's not what you wanted. I'm sorry, Mike.
PG-13.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can roll double 6 now. It was close. No. Do you want to? Now that's gone from being a great charge to an awful decision for re-rolling, and it's not that much better over there.
They'll be a CP reroll. They've got the free reroll because of the Chronomancer.
Okay, well then that's cool then. Yep.
Yeah. So, do you know what? I might as well.
Mike doesn't like CP.
No.
No, he really doesn't like CP. Okay, well that has just saved my bacon. I'm happy about that. Good old Tanglefoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we needed an 11.
Yep.
So this is re-rollable.
I feel it. I feel it's coming.
No.
Nope.
Not
okay.
these
All right.
Oh, I'm going to
re-rollable. You're going to change your dice. And
no.
A 10. Oh dear. Close. Close.
No. Well,
right. So, Andy, your turn. I'll swiftly move on because I'm fearing for my life here. So that is end of Mike's turn, and he has just done exactly the same as I did. So it's 5 points to Mike at the end of his turn, and 5 points to me. So honours even at the end of turn 1. Okay, so just starting off with my command phase here, I'm going to go through the martial katars again. So what I am going to do for this one is I'm just going to go for stance 2 of Selvus, which means if I don't advance, I get to fire all of my weapons twice, which is quite tasty. All of the weapons is all the auric weapons, which I believe is the axes and the spears. I don't believe it counts for the bikes, so it will just be all of these guys here. Now, in theory, what I could do is I could skip straight to my tertiary, and I could start looking at reducing down attacks and things from the Necrons, but I'm hoping I'm going to shoot the majority of them off of this area. And obviously I've still got the Nightbringer to deal with, but the Nightbringer by himself is not going to be able to kill my whole army, I don't think. So that is my command phase. I've gained a CP and I've switched to stance 2. So I will get on with my movement next, and we'll catch you at the end of the movement phase. Okay, so one more thing that I did just as I turned off the camera there is I've remembered that what I wanted to do, and that was to unleash the lions. So now my Alaris unit of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has now become 5 individual units. And that is so I can hopefully just chuck one at a time into the Nightbringer, because I don't particularly want to be letting him wipe complete squads at once. Everyone else has moved up, so these guys have all moved up, all within rapid fire range, and then obviously they get the extra shots because of the stance I'm in. These guys have just moved up slightly, so they're within 24-inch range of the wraiths. Mike expected me to charge him. I've actually pulled back. I've pulled back, made sure that one of my characters is within 3 inches. He's going to have -2 to his movement moving through there. And if he can't get all the way through, he will have -2 to his charge. And then I can tangle for him. Sorry, Mike. Okay, and then I've moved the bikes up here. Just in an attempt to clear off the scarabs here. And then dive into the warriors and try and kill them. So, that is a summary of the movement phase. We will get on to the shooting next. Okay, so we're going to start the shooting. I'm going to start with this unit because they're literally only just within 24. So if Mike even takes off this one at the front, then I will lose their shots. So they're getting 2 shots each now. 1 shot normally, and then because of the stance I'm in, they get to fire twice. So hitting on 2s and wounding on 5s. Nothing. Going well. And then what we'll do is we will go for the Alaris. Now this first Alaris here is within rapid fire range of the Nightbringer here. So he's going to fire into the Nightbringer to try and take some of the 3 wounds off. All hit, 3 hits, sorry. And then 5s. So that's 2.
So 4 ups.
Yep, 4 ups. So that's the 3 wounds done because they're 2 damage each. 3 wounds done for the shooting phase from one of the Alaris. And then the next Alaris, I might as well, this one is going to fire into the wraiths. So all hit. 1 wound. Just 1 wound into the wraiths. 2 damage. Then the third Alaris is going to fire into the wraiths. 3 wounds. 3 hits, sorry. 2 wounds. So that's 1 wraith down.
Everything's basically going in them, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the end of his shooting phase, is it?
That's 1, 2, 3 of the Alaris have shot. Yes, that's the end of his phase, yeah. Yeah. So you get to roll your... How many wounds are these?
3.
No. So then number 4, Alaris is going to go into him. All hit. And only 1 wound. So it's saved. And then the last Alaris, number 5. Now I've just realised something as well, Mike. So I'm going to have to go back a little bit. Right, so that's 3 wounds there. So that is, you're all saved.
Yeah.
So this one shot into the Nightbringer, so he's not going to obviously get to fire his grenade launcher, but the other 4 here all shot into this target. So hopefully Mike's happy with me doing this. So all 4 of those will get their D3 shots each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not much. I'll just do them all at the same time for this. And we are, I'm not going to re-roll that one because it's going to be hard to define which one it is. And these are strength 5, toughness 6.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so 4s. So that's 4.
4.
Yeah. -3.
4 ups.
They're only 1 damage each. So just 1 damage taken there. Right. So we might as well go straight on then to the spears. So the wardens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wardens. So normally getting 2 attacks each, so going up to 4 shots each. It's quite tasty, that stance, if you're close if you're close enough. Particularly with the two damage. So these guys are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because Trajan is right next to them. So that's 100% hits. And then I am on 5s and 6s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 through on the end one.
7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright. What's the damage in these?
2 damage each.
So for every 2 it's a dead wraith.
Yeah. So one's on 2 wounds left.
So
only killed 2.5. But that's the end of their shooting, so you'll get to do your reanimation on those two.
Yeah.
And then I've still got Trajan. Nope. No. So 2.5.
1. Yeah. 2.
All right. So who have we got left? That's your. Oh yeah, moving on to there. Yeah, perfect. So next up, we will go with Trajan into there. So he is re-rolling for himself because he does that, and then he is on 4s, but he fails all of them, so that's okay. And then next up we've got the banner bearer, D3 shots for 2, hitting on 2s, that's 2 hits, and then wounded on 4s but nothing. And then we'll go with Valerian next. You can see this one, so all hit, 5s and 6s, nothing, so that swiftly went downhill. Right, okay. So 2 is actually not good, having 2 alive. I'm just going to have a little look and see the profile of the swords. Yeah, I was just having a quick look at the sword. It would have been okay, but these guys are actually behind that terrain, so they can't actually see the scarabs. So next up, we're going to go with the bikes, and I am going to go with 2 salvo launchers into the scarabs. No, 2 salvo launchers into the wraiths, and then the hurricane bolters into the scarabs. So I'll just jump straight into the salvo launchers. So hitting on 2s, both hit. Wounding on 3s. I'm going to re-roll that for a CP. I haven't got a CP back this turn, so here's my CP. Does Trajan give me back? No, he does not. So 2 wounds on your 4-up.
Is this a D3 plus 3?
Yeah, they're instantly dead if you fail them.
So there will be a reroll here.
Yep. Well, you might not need one.
I will reroll.
Yep.
CP. I never get these. So
yeah, there we go.
So yeah, 1 dead.
Okay, so down to 1 wraith left. But Mike has shenanigans. If I do not kill that wraith, Mike will be potentially bringing back 1
with the...
And then spending a CP to do it again.
Well, it doesn't say that you can't use it in the same unit.
Yeah, so we'll have a little look and see for that. But next up, we'll go for the hurricane bolters. So it's 12 shots each for rapid fire. This isn't... They're not getting the auric because I don't believe that it's... The hurricane bolters are counted as auric, so... So we'll just roll these up here. So hitting on 2s and these ones here. Okay, take the 1s out. And then we are wounding on 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 saves on your scarabs. No rend. But they are in cover, so they get a 5-up.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, did you say?
Yep.
Yeah. So 13 5-ups.
Unlucky for some.
Well,
I'll soon find out. There's quite a lot of 5-ups there. So 1 base has got 3 left. So that's 2 bases gone.
2 bases.
And that's the end of their shooting.
So 8. Alright. Wouldn't mind I got 1 back here. I do.
Gets 1 back.
1 back.
So 2 dead and then 1 back. And that is the end of my shooting phase. So we'll go into the charge phase next. Okay, so we're going to do some charges here. The first charge I'm going to do is I am going to do the VALORIS here into the Wraith and the Technomancer, which is, I believe, a 6-inch. I'll double check in a second, but I believe a 6-inch. You got no shenanigans to do here?
I don't think so. I need to double check, but it should be okay.
Well, I fail on a 4. I'll have to re-roll that. So I'm going to spend a CP. Do I get the CP back? I do. So it's a free CP there used. Thanks, Trajan. And 6. Wow. Okay. Didn't go to plan that one. So then we'll move on to. We'll move on to I'll try and roll a 10 with this guy back here. Nope, failed. Okay, I need to kill that Technomancer. And I also wanted to have a go at. Oh, do you know what? No, I'm good. Okay, so 6, 7, 8. I'm going to stick with my plan, and I'm going to put this VALORIS here into the Nightbringer. And he gets in on a 7. So he is going to just slot in there to fight the Nightbringer on that side. And then I'm just going to measure up the Wardens and see what they need here. So yeah, I'm going to do the Wardens in a second. I'm just going to try with him. I need an 11 though.
I rage quit.
No, it's not 11. Okay, this isn't going 100% to plan. So we will go Wardens into the Wraiths. The Wraith? Or do I just hold my ground now? But I don't want you bringing. I can't have you bringing him back, so I need to kill him basically. So yeah, they'll try it, and they get in on a 9. So I'll move them in next, and I think that's apart from the bikes. We'll do the bikes into the. We'll do the bikes into the warriors, just into the warriors, because I don't want to risk failing to charge the scarab. So bikes into the warriors. Goes off on an 11. Okay, perfect. So I'll get everything moved in next. Okay, so the VALORIS Custodian is going to go into the Nightbringer. So he has 4 attacks, and then his Misericordia afterwards. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Yep, that's instantly a bad start. Now, yeah, I'm going to do it when it's only a 2. I'm going to re-roll. Yep, so all hit. So I'll get rid of that CP. And then we are going to be strength 8, toughness 7, 3s.
Yeah.
All wound. So all wound. So I just need you to fail 2, if you'd be so kind. You failed 1.
What's left to come into?
That's it.
Did you not say Misericordia or whatever?
Oh, they're the Misericordia, yeah. I can roll that now if you want. It hits, it wounds, and it is 1 damage.
So it would be the 3, so...
You can roll that save at the same time as these, because it would have all been done together. Yeah. And then decide if you want to. So no, that's 3 as well.
I would have re-rolled...
The 2 damage?
2 damage, yeah.
Yep.
If you're happy enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. There you go. So you take 1 damage, which doesn't really change anything. Just means next turn I would still have to kill you in 2 phases. Yeah. So, do you want to interrupt anywhere?
Yeah, listen, the Wraith.
Yep.
He's probably going to die, so I might as well get him his moment of glory since he failed the charge.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what strength is he? Strength 6?
Strength 6 with the claws, yeah.
Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Shadowkeeper strat to reduce his strength by 1. So if you want to increase it, then you're going to have to spend another strat just for like 1 guy to attack me.
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 5.
So it would be 4s then?
Yep.
The wound. Another CP. Listen, CP are for... Yeah.
In fact, no, I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Yep. How many CP you got left?
2.
2.
Who needs CP?
Oh, you're Nightbringer, obviously.
Right, hang on. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. What is with him? So my will be done is still done on him from my last command phase. And I have... Sorry, just bear with me.
How many attacks you got?
They've got 4 attacks.
Okay, so 4 attacks coming in, hitting on 2s because of... Oh, hitting on 4s normally, then the I will be then gives him +1, so hitting on 3s.
So it's 3.
Hit 3, yeah, perfect. And then you'll be on 3s to wound then?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 through. And what is the minus on this?
Minus 2 damage.
Okay, so 4 up save. Fail both, and I have a 6 up for no pain on these guys. So you kill 1 because they are 3 wounds each.
3 CP for 1. I'll take it.
Right, a bit. I will take him away, and then I'll do my paladin and get my attacks back. Okay, so these guys are getting 4 attacks each, hitting on 2s. That's a few 1s in there. And then strength. Your toughness is 5.
Yeah.
My strength is 5, and then the guardian spear is +2, so 7 3s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Trajan Valoris.
6. Yep.
Yep.
What's the damage?
2 damage each.
2 damage each.
So just don't fail 2, yeah. And he's dead just. Wow.
No, if I hadn't spent my CP.
If you hadn't spent the CP on the Nightbringer, but who's more precious? I suppose actually they would be more precious in this.
Yeah, because I could have got, because he's the relic orb, which could have brought them back on force.
Yeah, that would have been tasty. Right, so I will go next with my bikes. So I'll just get the dice together for these guys, and we'll do that fight next. So let's see whether the Custodes can spear some robots. These guys are getting 4 attacks each. They're hitting on 2s. That's not how I wanted it to go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I need to not roll 2 1s. Or I can get away with 2 1s. These are normally wounding on 3s because it's strength 7, but +1 to my wound roll because I charged. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 dead warriors because it is -3, 2 damage each.
Ain't no coming back?
No coming back from that, I'm afraid. And that is not the end of the turn because the Nightbringer needs to see if he can kill my VALORIS Terminator. Right, so Mike's just deciding what profile of the weapon he wants to use. I'm guessing I know.
Yeah, I'll go for the
6 attacks, -4 AP, strength
14.
Strength 14, and no invuln saves. Well, 2 guesses what I'm going to do. I'm going to do transhuman, so 4s to wound only, and then we'll see what you can do.
Yeah.
So what are you hitting on?
2s.
Is he 2s? Oh dear.
See how many 1s I roll here?
Plenty, please. Well, that's 3, so that's a good start. Sorry.
4s.
Okay. Okay, well, 2 through. Minus what? 4? So I get 2 6-ups. This is my moment. Now, if it was only -3, I would have been fine. But now you need to roll your 2d6 damage and roll double 1. Nope, he's dead.
6.
Well, he tried to stay alive. Okay, so that is the end of my turn. And at the end of my turn, once again, I have engage. So engage for the 2 points. I
Did you roll
completely forgot to rod anywhere, so I haven't rodded that turn.
If you want to give me back a wraith.
Because I think we're good. I think we're good. Because I shot with these guys, I couldn't rod with them, and they've already rodded in the corner over there. So just the 2 points for engage and 10 points for the primary at the beginning. So that means that puts me on 17, if my calculations are correct, to Mike's 5 from the first turn. But he's still got a turn in hand. So we're going to Necrons, turn 2, next. Okay, so we've done Mike's command phase. I will be done onto these guys. Yeah, and also you're in the protocol of
Sudden Storm.
Sudden Storm, which means that these guys can perform rod and still shoot, and they will be shooting everything they have into these guys. Did these guys move at all, or are you still moving?
Still trying to figure out what to
do with these guys. Still figuring out what to do with those, and still figuring out what to do with the Nightbringer.
Don't know where to go after him or not.
You could have a party with Trajan. I mean, this is just sort of a... an exhibition game for the Custodes. Now over here, Mike's he nearly walked out at this point. I moved these guys 2 inches away further than they were before, so they were 9 inches away when Mike came in. Me moving them away over there made them 11 inches away, which meant that they were still within 12 inches. So as soon as Mike went to move with these, I tangle footed them again because it's a different turn, and rolled a 5. So your normal movement is 5.
5, yeah.
5, and then the crater for so you actually got a -2 movement. So really, should you not be moving backwards? Sorry. Okay. That was maybe a step too far. Right. So we will let Mike finish off his movement here, and then we'll go on to the shooting phase next. Okay. So end of the movement phase. One thing we just forgot to solve last turn is the Technomancer attacks against the Wardens. He gets 1 attack. Mike rolled a 2 and failed. So then he moved the Technomancer back behind the Lich Guard, and these guys just crept up a little bit to get within range of them. So that is it. That is all of the movement done. Oh, where did you come from? This could be one heck of a showdown. Let's see how that turns out. If Mike can make a 6-inch charge. Okay. So what are you going to shoot with? What's going first?
It'll be the Catan part first.
Okay. Oh yeah, Catan part end of the movement phase. Yeah.
It'll be 3 up. That's another
so
6.
Yep.
So
D3 plus 3. Closest will be the single Alaris, which is 5 in total.
Yep.
And it's mortals, so 6s. You kill an Alaris.
And then you can guess. We'll do the,
yes, Mike likes spending his CP, guys. He's down to 2 again now after spending that. And
so
the 6.
6 is Transdimensional Thunderbolt. Select 1 enemy unit.
Okay, so Mike can't select any of the characters because they're within 3 inches of other units. But he can select the Alaris here. So on a 2+, he takes D3 mortal wounds. Okay, so he takes D3 mortal wounds for 1. And I've got a 6 up ignore. Doesn't ignore, so he takes a wound. And then on a 4+, Trajan takes a mortal wound. He has a 5 up ignore. No, so he takes that as well. So I'll pop a little wound counter on them. 1 damage each. And then we'll go on to the shooting phase next. Okay. Yeah, so we got 40 shots from the Warriors coming into the Wardens here. Mike's got 2 lots of 20. He's going to roll it twice over here, and they're hitting on 3s.
The only reason I get that is because of within 18 inches within the Saltec Dynasty. Right. Do you want me to roll the win first?
Yeah. Roll for room first, and then we'll see. So 5s to wound.
5 to win, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So 4 so far. I'll keep track of that with a little yellow dice here.
Yeah.
And then we'll go again.
All again. This is why I don't spend all your CP on one go.
I've still got 6 left, Mike. That's the starting with effectively 12 CP going straight up to 13 is pretty good from Custodes.
Tasty, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4.
4, yeah.
8. So 8 in total. Minus
1.
Takes me to my 2 3s. Failed 1. And then they've got a 6 up, feel no pain. No. So 1 damage taken. That was yeah, tasty. So we will let Mike go and get some fresh air, and then we will go on to the next unit. Okay, Mike's spending another CP on disintegration capacitors. There's only one person that I know that spends CP faster than you, and that is Striking Scorpion. He spends it extremely fast. So what's this one do? Auto wounds on 6s?
Auto wounds on 6s.
Auto wounds on 6s, okay.
And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm going into your bikes.
Yep. And they're, well, it's still 5s anyway, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they'll be rapid firing as well, because within 18.
Yep, so 40 shots again from these.
This is 38 because there's only 19 in that.
Oh, 38 shots from these guys, hitting on 2s though, these ones. So that was a good bit better. And there is 2 3 6s there, so those 6s auto wound. So you can pop those to one side.
Yep.
And then we'll re-roll. 5s to wound, yeah, 5s to wound. Another 4, so 7 so far.
2, 4, 6, 7,
I'll keep track of that. 7 so far.
And then another 19.
And on 2, so that's all of them. Lots of 6s, lots of 6s. Another 6 out, yep, perfect. All right, and then 5s again. So we're already up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's 17. Is it?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus what was in the first one? 7.
I think 17. So 3 ups. So you killed 1 bike and take 2 wounds off. So 1 bike down and 2 wounds off of the other one, leaving it on 3 wounds remaining because the bikes are now 5 wound models. So what other shooting have we got to go?
A command barge. So
I will take that one off the end and then leaves that one on 3.
Right, the command barge. Right, yeah.
Okay, command barge going in next.
Yeah, you know what? I'll put the command barge into the bikes.
Okay, into the bikes.
So 3 shots hitting on 2s. I'll hit.
Yep.
Strength
4s.
6, 4s then.
Yep, 4s.
What's, are they an M1?
Yep, 4 up.
4 up.
Everything's got an M1.
I'm going to spend my last CP
On
the techno ocular targeting. Use a stratagem in the shooting phase before making the wound roll for any attack made by a Necron's model from your army. Do not make a wound roll for that attack, that it automatically wounds.
So you get 1 automatic wound.
Yeah, and then I roll 2 here, and I need 4s.
Okay. Like, out of the interest of being fair, are you sure you want to spend your CP on that? Because it doesn't seem particularly good when you're about to fight Trajan with a Nightbringer. Just because I'm a nice guy.
Do you know what? You've played me many a times, Tom.
Yeah, you're a bit too trigger happy. Let's just roll for it.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think that makes a big difference. It's D3 damage if it gets through. So I've got 4 up invuns. So 2 through. So 2 D3.
2d3. So the first one.
3. So roll a. Oh no, he's dead. Yep, yeah. 1 dead. And then 1 over to the next one. All right. I think that was wise, because if you need a reroll for anything, you would kick yourself for spending that. Right. So my bikes are quite happy because they are leadership 11. So they won't be running anywhere. I'll pop that down onto there. Any more shooting?
No, unfortunately not.
So that is a shooting done. Charge phase coming up next. Okay, so charge phase. Lich Guard are going into the Wardens.
The Wardens, yep. Do you want Tanglefoot here?
No, I can't Tanglefoot again.
So that's...
I can only do it once per turn, so that's a 5, so they're in.
Well, it's an 8.
Also, it's an 8. So we'll just leave the 8 next to them so we know, and then we'll move those in off camera in a second. The big man.
The big man. So measure this.
I'm almost tempted to Overwatch you. In fact, I know it seems stupid, but it's 1 CP that I could get back. Oh no, I think I've already got one back for this turn. I would get extra shots because you're in half range, so I'll be getting 4 shots. Hitting on 6s, re-rolling. Because I just need to take off. I just need to take off a couple of wounds. Well, I need to take off 3 wounds. It's not going to work, is it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to Overwatch you. So I'm going to Overwatch you, and I am hitting on 6s, and I'm re-rolling. Stupid, wasn't it? Hooray! Now I just need to roll a 5 or 6 again. Stupid Tom. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So anyway, worth a try. Let's see whether we get in. That's me down to 5 CP next. I have to just give Mike a lecture on how not to waste CP. What do I go and do? Waste CP. And that, Mike, no. Put that back. That is exactly why you did not use that CP before.
You're too kind.
Because you were going to do that.
But you know what's going to happen here?
You're going to roll it again. Let's have a look.
I'm going to roll it again.
Yep.
And it's going to be worse.
Yep. Well, you're not in. Okay. Mike's, are you ready to go? You away? Okay. All right. See you later, Mike. Good playing. Good playing. Right. So, any more charges, or is that? Oh dear. Or is that you?
Pause the stream. Pause the stream.
Pause the stream. Okay. We're gonna have to let Mike take a minute here. Okay. Secretly, I'm not. I mean, I'm really disappointed for Mike actually, and I'm disappointed for you guys because that would have been one heck of a showdown. But the showdown that I really want to see is my favourite character of 40k, Shield Captain Valerian, versus the Nightbringer. Because Valerian actually ignores the rules that the Nightbringer has for only taking 3 damage per phase. So he is, yeah. I would like to see how that goes down. Right, Mike, let's go. Please cause me some decent damage here.
I don't know what to tell you. This has been one of the worst games I've ever had.
Thanks, man. That's that makes me feel real good.
Well, my luck.
Right, so what we got?
Right, so let's guard is the only thing that made it in.
Yes.
So that is 3 attacks each.
Yes.
5 made it. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. What's your strength? Oh, don't worry. I was going to say.
Strength 6.
Good,
so,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really want to put salt in your wounds. But I'm gonna play this Shadowkeeper's relic to reduce your strength by 1.
Yeah.
So you're now strength 5. Sorry.
Right.
Look, if I took it easy on you, then the guys that are watching this would have a go at me. So
Tom,
I can't do that.
Expect
I can't do that. Right, 4s.
So 4s. Right. Now watch.
4s instead of 3. So hopefully this will make a difference.
If this goes bad, I'm changing my dice.
Okay.
Although it'll be too late to change them now.
So 2, 4, 5.
Yeah.
It's not great considering you're only 1 damage.
Well, it's -3 1 damage.
-3. 4s. Okay. And then 6s. Feel no pain. Oh no! I don't.
Bye.
It's gone. Oh, I don't know what to say. I do not. I don't know what to say. Sorry.
So do you know how you get?
All right. I'm gonna beep censor all this. We're gonna have to come back to the. I have to come back in a minute. Right. So after just composing ourselves a little minute. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to hit you back, I'm afraid. So it's the Warden striking back.
Do you just want me to take them off?
4 attacks each. No, you could pass your saves. I've just realised, will that make a difference? What toughness are you? Toughness 5. Yeah, no, yeah. So the axe isn't going to make a difference, the AP is not going to make a difference, and the damage is the same, so that's fine. And then we're going for 3s. So Oh, it's not great. 2, 4, 6, 7.
What's the AP on
So it's AP minus 2.
2, so yeah, well, 7, yeah.
It'll take you to 4s anyway, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because of the shields, it brings them down.
How many wounds are they?
Well, they've only 2 wounds each. Each one doing 2 wounds.
Yeah, each one's 2 damage.
So 4s.
Oh dear, I'm not feeling good about this. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. Okay, well they can get back up with reanimation protocols.
1, 2, 3, 4. So needing 5s.
Oh no, in fact, no, let me just misericordias. Don't let me forget those. And it's strength 5, toughness 5, 1 wound, but it's only 1 damage.
What's the AP on that one?
It's AP minus 2 or 3.
Is it so?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're fine. So yeah, just what you're going to do there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So 1, 2 back, 2 back. So 4 down and 2 back up again.
Yeah.
So that locks them in there, and that. Do you know what? What was the charge range here?
6.
6. I'm almost tempted because of how this game is going. I should have at the end. I should have in the charge. I should have heroically intervened, didn't you?
If you want to heroically intervene and
but
put
then
me in the misery now,
then you would have smacked me first. So no, don't worry. I'll let Valerian do it because Valerian's my favourite. So, right. So that was the end of your turn. Nothing else to do. You have a rod over in this corner, as well as in that corner. So that corner and this one, you've got a rod in both.
Yeah.
I think you're going to struggle to get a rod in one of the other corners, but we'll keep going, see how we go. And then you do have engage, and you've got engage for. He's on the line, so he won't be in. But 1, 2, 3. So you'll have engaged for 2.
2, yeah.
So you would have picked up 5 at the beginning and 2 from your secondaries this turn, and plus your primary, your priority targets.
Yeah.
So 5 again, so 10 points. All right. So that is the end of Necron's turn 2. We'll go on to Custodes' turn 3 next. Okay, so in my command phase, I'm going to gain a CP, taking me back up to 6. And then I am going to change my stance. I'm going to skip my secondary stance, the Custodes, and I'm going to go straight onto the Shadowkeeper's stance, which is my tertiary, and I'm going to go straight into trait 2, which is each time a model in this unit with this trait makes an attack against a character unit, you can re-roll the wound roll. So I've gone into character slaying mode. So let's see how that works for the Nightbringer. And then that is all of my command phase bits. So we will go into the movement phase next. Okay, so movement done for the Custodes. These guys, obviously, they've got to anchor down on this objective. Those guys have got to anchor down on that objective. It's obviously the primary points that are the big scorers. Trajan has actually stayed where he is, and he's commanded Valerian and Alea to move up to deal with the Nightbringer. These guys have moved up more onto that objective, and the banner bearers have just pushed his way up a little bit. The bikes have moved around. They're aware that they can't shoot him, but there's a possibility that they may charge him just to stop him from bringing any of these models back, providing they are still alive at the end of the combat phase. So what I'll do, Mike, is I'll just go straight into shooting here, and we'll start off with Valerian, and Valerian will fire Gnosis into the Nightbringer. Now I think it is just like a normal, I will just double check here, but I believe it is just like a normal Gnosis in shooting. Yeah, rapid fire 1, strength 4, -1, 2 damage. So 2 shots in on 2s, rerolling 1s, for... I would double check, but I think he gets to reroll ones, even though he's not core. It's characters from Trajan. And then 5's to wound. So 1 wound, -1.
Change my dice.
You change the dice, and it didn't help. That's a 1. So 2 damage off of the Nightbringer. Warning shots have been fired by Valerian. The Nightbringer is not heeding his warning. He's still ploughing into him head first. Right. Now, yeah, I don't know whether to continue shooting the Nightbringer or to just go in and hope that you don't roll any 4s. What's my stat line with Valerian? Wow. Okay, 6 attacks. Yeah, I'm just gonna plow in with Valerian and see if he can take him out. If he doesn't, then it's his own fault. There. So shooting, we're gonna go the 2 hurricane bolters from these bikes are gonna fire into the warriors here. Yeah, so we're gonna fire into the warriors there. So that is gonna be 12 shots each. 3, 6, 9, 12. 6, 12, 6. Hitting on 2s. No rerolls of 1s. And then toughness 4. Wounding on 4s. Wasn't great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 saves on the warriors.
What's the AP?
AP nothing.
3, 6, 9. 9 4-ups. And so
that's 5, and then followed by 5-ups. That's what they're shooting down. So I kill 2.
Yep.
Right.
So many drop there, 5.
Yep.
So 3, 4, 5, and how many got back up?
2. 3 got back up, 2 died. Yeah. 3 got back up and 2 died.
Just to transform the objective.
Do you know what you could have done there? You could have.
Yeah.
You could have gone here.
Yeah.
Now, if you go like that, then I would have to fly over. Even if you just move in like that, I can't get my base in. You'd have to fly over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the better.
Probably the smartest move. Yeah.
Better option there. Right. So they are still in combat there. These guys have got shooting. We'll just resolve some of this light shooting and then we'll go on with the charge phase next. Okay, so we just finished off some of the light fire. Another 2 warriors from here died and one from at the back there. So that was a grand total of 4 from this unit died and just 1 from the one at the back. So we'll go on to the charge phase. So we'll go with Valerian first. Can't fail. But rolls a 12. He is keen for battle. So Valerian in first. And wherever Valerian goes, Alea follows. Alea in next on a 6. So they are a team. If anyone has read the books, they will know. And then we will go... Those guys are already in combat. We'll charge in with this Alaris here into... into the Lich Guard on a 10. So he will go in there. And then anything else, Trajan's going to stand. He's the master of strategy, so he's just voxing everyone what to do at the minute. Okay, the bikes. You have got transhuman built in, basically, haven't you?
You can only
on that thing. Can only on 4 pluses. How many wounds is it?
9.
9.
Reduces all wounds by 1.
All right, so it takes me to 1 damage. So I might as well plow into the warriors. Yep, go into the warriors on a 5 there. So we'll move back in this direction, hopefully preventing a 3-inch pile-in for An intervention there. Okay, so here we go. I will just double check the rules for Valerian, and then I'm just going to go straight in for Valerian versus the Nightbringer. Coming up next. Okay, so we're going all out here. Valerian is going into the Nightbringer. He gets 6 attacks. I'm going to spend a CP here for Slayer of Nightmares. On a 5+, I gain it back from Trajan. Thank you very much, Trajan. So that didn't cost me anything. Trajan is just so much better now. So I am getting 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Slayer of Nightmares. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Valerian's ability to reroll 1 hit. So he hits with all of them. And Slayer of Nightmares allows me to add 1 to my wound roll. So I'm wounding on, instead of I'm strength 4, your toughness 4, wounding on 4s normally, so it's to 3s. So that is 4. And then I get to re-roll, because you're a character and my Qatar stance for the Shadowkeepers. So that is 5 wounds come through. So basically, this is -4 for 2 damage. Just don't fail 2 of these rolls.
Many?
I have faith in you.
5?
5.
We'll do them one at a time. You love that, don't you?
I hate that, yeah, but... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Yes, got him. So, normally the 4 wounds, because he's got 4 wounds left, the Nightbringer should not have been able to be killed. But, Gnosis, Valerian's weapon, ignores that ability. So it ignores abilities that stop you from losing wounds. So feel no pains and wound limits. So the Nightbringer has been brought down. Now it's time for him to blow up.
On a 4.
Has he gone off with a whimper, or is he going out with a bang? He's going out with a bang. All right.
3 for everything within 6 inches. So obviously Valerian first.
Yeah. Or he's angry at Valerian, and it's mortals. So 6s to ignore. Yep. So I take 3.
The little dude beside him.
Takes 1. It's not a dude. It's a girl.
Well,
that's a Leia. Leia, I don't think ignores them. So Valerian has 7 wounds, so it is down to 4. Probably the banner bearer as well.
That. Do you want to call that?
Yeah, I'm just outside of 6. Do you remember I was on about the heroic intervention?
Yes.
So I'm within 6. So Trajan, and this guy. Who's that for? This one. So he's on a 6. No, he's got 1 wound left. And the Vexilla on a 6. Nope. And Trajan is 2 on a 5s. No. So Trajan is down to 6. And then the Vexilla. How many wounds does the Vexilla have? Vexilla's got 7 wounds and lost 2. So it's down to 5. There's lots of wound characters over here. Yep. 1. Nope, doesn't ignore. So 2. I think. Oh no, it's everyone. The Wardens.
That's it.
So for 3, 6s. Double 6 from the Wardens. So 1 damage taken. Okay. Are you done?
Nothing in range.
Yeah, you're done. Okay, so next up I will pile in with the Wardens here, because Mike sadly doesn't have anything to interrupt. So we'll go in, and in. And we'll get their attacks next. So 4, 8, 12.
Who's this attacking, sorry?
This is the Wardens into your...
These dudes?
Yeah.
They were already in combat with them. So
yeah, Paladin. Oh yeah, so you'll get to attack first. Yep, good point. So the Alaris, I'll do the Alaris. Yep. Yep, good call. So we have got 3 hits and 3s, 3 wounds. This is -2.
So the 4-ups.
So they're all dead.
There you go.
Okay. Alaris doing the business there. And he will pile in into there. And then I'll have to shuffle these back then because they couldn't have done that move. And then next up is the bikes. Sorry, man. 4. Hit on 2s. Killing on 2s. 2, 4, 5. 5 dead. So on 5s. So 3 get back up. So knock them down first and then put them back up wherever you.
1, 2, 3, and then 2 dead.
2 dead, yeah. So that's a grand total of 6 from that unit this turn.
Yep.
Okay. Right, and that is the end of Custodes. Well, you get your token attack with him.
Nope.
Nope, you don't. Okay, so Okay, so 2 more points for engage. For the Custodes. Yep, 2 more points for engage. 3 more points for the primary, so it's another 15 points at the beginning and 5 points for the secondary. Takes me to 20 for this turn. So a quick tally up of points. It is 45 points to Custodes, and going into this round 15 to the Necrons. So we'll see what sort of response the Necrons can come up with next. Just a brief thing with Valerian. He couldn't re-roll the 1 for Trajan. So what I would have done, I'm just going to take away a CP for that re-roll because it might have affected the outcome of the fight there. So I'm just going to take away a CP of mine for that and just count it as a re-roll 1 for the CP. Okay, beginning of the movement phase. Mike's trying to move over here again, and I'm going to tangle foot him again, and hopefully he won't walk out again. 1! And I can't re-roll it.
I'll take that.
So that means you're just -3 to your movement because of the but I would like you to get stuck in, so let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so with that move going ahead over there, that makes it roughly a 7-inch charge over there for them. Mike has moved these guys up, moved the Technomancer back to protect him a little bit more, and moved the warriors out of combat with the bikes. So no more Satan power, so it's straight onto the shooting. What are you going to do?
Well, my will be done on them because I'm on the protocol of the Conquering Tyrants.
Yep, so you can move back and shoot at -1.
At -1.
And then that gives them the +1 back, so they're still hitting on 3s.
So I think I'm going to put them... I need rid of everything, but I think if I can hurt the bikes...
Okay, going into the bikes.
Yeah. So I think we had counted 15 there, so that'll be double shots.
Yep, so 30 shots.
2,
So 30 shots going into the bikes.
12, 14, 15. See, to make it easy for myself, I'm going to roll this twice.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah.
So hitting on 3s. That was pretty accurate firepower. Yep, very accurate firepower. And wounded on 5s.
5s, yeah. Now, lesson learned, I'm not spending the CP for the stratagem because of this field.
Yep, you need that charge to go off.
So 5s.
That was not too bad at all. So 6 already.
6, yeah.
So 6 so far, and then the next lot.
Excellent.
Okay, and then 5s again. See how many we've got. So 6, 7, 8. And is that another 5?
Another 5.
Okay, -1.
-1, yeah.
So, nearly killed a bike, but it's got 4 wounds left. So 3 wounds taken. So bike's left on 1 wound. Right, what's going to shoot next?
Right.
Stay positive.
I am. Right.
Right, we'll let Mike have a think about this and then we'll catch you back in a second. Okay, so charge phase, scarabs are going into the bike.
Yep. That's a 6.
6, so we'll just move those in. Alright.
Catacomb command barge will go into the bike.
Into the bike, okay. That is a 10, so he is definitely in. Happy enough with just that, yeah?
Yeah, I need
okay.
that for over here. This is re-rollable. They're going into here.
Yep. So we said a 7.
7, yeah.
It's a 6. That's a 6 as well. Anything else? I don't know what to say.
Oh, that makes 2 of us, man.
Anything else going in? Or is that what your charge is?
No,
that's the charges done.
Just need to try and soak everything up.
Okay, so we're going to combat phase next. Okay, so this is Mike's little speciality he always does to me. He normally does it to hunt characters, but he's going to spend a CP and blow the scarab up.
Yeah.
So you need to roll a 2+. This is where you roll a 1. I can't see what that is.
I'm going to lift.
That's very cocked, isn't it? Yeah, it's right on the angle.
Yeah,
so we have to sadly re-roll that. And
that's
that one's gone off the table.
The nerves are getting the better of me. Oh,
it's a 6. 6 is good. Is 6 not extra?
Do you know what? It's been that long.
Well, I think it's D3 mortals. So go with the D3 mortals and then we'll double check. Boom. He's gone. Oh, no, he's not. Because I have feel no pains. And I passed 1, so he's still alive. On 1 wound. Oh, dear. 1 wound left. Okay, you can handle 1 wound with your command barge.
Well, the other one has.
Oh, the other scarab. Yeah, let the scarab finish him.
So 6 is auto.
Yep, auto wound. Yeah. So none.
None.
And no hits. Okay, so command barge.
Aye.
Oh dear.
So command barge has 4 attacks, I believe. 4 attacks. Yep. And he's got that relic.
That relic. Okay, we'll see what that relic is, and then we'll get right back to you. Right, so this guy has the Void Reaper. So, let's do it. What you got?
So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Yep. So 3 hits.
3 hits. This is strength 5, 6, 7.
So wounded on 3s. It's 2.
2. And it's -4 for flat 3 damage.
Failed 1, so I'll command reroll it. And pass it. So he is still alive on 1 wound. And I will see if... no, the last turn I gained 1 back, so I can't gain 1 back. So down to 2 CP left. Anything else? No?
No, just the cry in the corner now.
Okay, well, I am going to go all 4 of my attacks into the... Funnily enough, into the scarab. I know it may seem funny, but it's almost completely irrelevant to put the attacks into him. I didn't charge, so I'm just a strength 7. So 3 through. Oh no, not 3 through. All of them through. And he's very dead.
Yeah.
So that's the scarab gone. Right. Okay, so that is the end of Mike's turn 3. He does pick up engage again for 2. He does pick up priority again for 3, so that's 5 points. And at the beginning of your turn, you had the 5, so that's another 10 points for this turn. Which takes us to, just looking at the tally here, I got the, what do we see?
Is this hold 1, hold 2, hold more?
This is hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
So
oh, you had this one? Yeah, so for 10. So you had 10. This one here, that one over there for 10. and then the 5 secondary.
Yeah.
So that puts Mike on. He was on 15. So that puts him. What did you pick up there? You picked up another 15 there. So that puts you on to 30. And I would double check my scores. I'm on 40 actually, not 45. So it's 40 to the Custodes, 30 to the Necrons at the end of turn 3. Next up, Custodes, turn 4. Okay, so command phase. I think I'm doing this right. I'm going for the Shadowkeepers. I did the trait 2 before, which was the reroll wounds against characters. Now I'm going for the trait 1, which means that anyone in engagement range with my units is -1 attack. So to a minimum of 1. So it's not going to make a great deal of difference on your warriors anyway, I don't think. Done a little bit of moving up. The Vexillas moved up onto the objective in the middle. These guys have rodded, so they're not doing anything else. So now we've done a rod in this quarter, a rod in this quarter, and a rod in this quarter over here. What I will do, I just forgot to move those. I'll move those around in a second. And then these guys have just moved through the terrain here. This guy's moved over to there, and the bike's moved over there to get engage on more of the quarters there. So next up, we'll do some shooting. We'll resolve that off camera, and then we'll catch you back in a second. Okay, so we've just gone through the shooting there. Not a great deal happened. These guys all fired into there and killed 4 warriors. That is about it. He shot in, failed to do anything. He fired in, failed to do anything. These guys over here fired in and failed to do anything. So we'll go with the charges, straight into charges. We'll go these guys at the back here in for a charge that they fail. This corner is just completely uneventful, so I'll spend a CP to reroll it, and I'll go in there for on a 7 -2, so on a 5, and then the wardens will go in to the warriors on a 6. That should get them in, and then the custodian guard here will go into the warriors on a 12, and that is all we will do there. So we'll get those moved in and deal with the combats next. Okay, so going to go for the wardens here into the warriors. So we're going to go with the 3 with the spears first. Missed with 3, and then these are wounding on 3s. Or killing on 3s. So that is so far only 4 dead, and then the axe up next. All hits. 2s. 2 more, that is -2.
6 ups then. So
6 ups on that. So 2 more dead, and then they've got 1 Misericordia attack each. 2 more. Let me just double check the Misericordia. Misericordia -2.
6s again.
Yep. So 2 more dead on top of that. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead in total from the first volley. So do you get them back?
No, I just had to make sure there are enough models.
Yeah.
So, yep. Hang on. 5s.
I know you'd normally drop them down first and pick them back up, but we know what way this is going to work.
4, 5. So
5 down.
5 down.
Okay, we'll let you take the 5 out there. We'll let Mike do that, and then we'll move on to the next combat. Okay, so next up we're going with the Custodian Guard in here, into the Warriors. So 3 Custodian Guard with Sentinel Blades, 3 attacks each, hitting on 2, so that's not great. Wounding on 3, or killing on 3s. So 4 more. And they don't have Misericordia, so it's 4 going down, and then see whether they get back up. 2 get back up. Well, that's all my attacks done over there anyway. So 4 down and then 2 up.
And then 2 up, yeah.
Yeah. Right. And then I will just go with my quick attacks over here for the VALORIS. 3 hits. And that is 3 saves because it's -2. on the warriors here.
So 3 saves minus 2.
Yeah, so 6
sixes. Plus 1.
Pass 1.
And let's see if we can get 5 ups again.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
ones.
perfect. Yeah, all of them come back up. Brilliant. Right, so then we finally have a combat over here, which will be 3 attacks each with the spears. You don't have any CP, do you, to do whirling onslaught? No.
No.
So this is hitting on 2s. And this is wounding on 3s. Strength 7. Toughness 5.
Yeah.
So I'll spend a CP to reroll one of those. There we go. So that's 6 through at minus 3. And you will get your 5 up invuln that the Chronomancer has put onto them.
Yeah. So.
And then each one's 2 damage. So 1 dead. That's it. Okay. And does he get back up?
No.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. So I do have Misericordias on those actually. Let me just do those quickly. It's just 2. 2 more Misericordias. Minus 2. 5 and perfect. Brilliant. Okay, so we will let Mike attack back, and we'll go with these guys first. Yeah.
Right. Hang on.
Yeah. So you've got. It's looking like you're going to get 3 guys with the double blades.
Yeah.
And you get everyone in.
Yeah.
3 guys with the double.
So I go in now, don't I?
Yep.
Right, so 3 guys with the doubles.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3,
and reduce your attacks characteristic by 1 on each because of the stance that I'm in.
Right, well, there we go.
Yep, so it would just stay on the 3. You won't get your extras rather than the twin blades.
So these boys are hitting on 3s.
Yeah. What's the strength?
Strength user, so strength 5.
Strength 5, toughness 5, 4s. I'm going to spend a CP for the Shadowkeeper's stratagem to reduce your strength of your weapons by 1.
Dude, nothing has happened here all game.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I can't hold back. I'll be told off. Okay, so you're now strength 4.
So 3s.
Well, that's okay because you didn't hit with much anyway.
Well, do you know what? I'm glad.
Yeah. And then 5 cents.
So
1. Passed.
Of course you did.
Okay, but now you've got the double bladed. Well, not the double bladed, the double-handed blade.
2 of them, and then you said minus.
Yep, reduce your damage characteristic, your attack characteristic by 1. Going well. Okay.
So back to.
So strength 8, is it normally, or
strength 7?
Strength 7. So down to strength 6. So still 3s.
So 3s. 2.
2, 3. A flat 3 damage. That.
Flat 3 damage.
Yeah, kill 2 of them. Just decapitates them.
What 2 would you like?
It makes absolutely no difference. So I will just take those 2 off. Leadership 11, so I cannot fail. So I will be staying there. And then we'll resolve this one off camera here.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, so as predicted, nothing was going to happen here, nothing happened there, and nothing has happened here either. So Mike is just going to roll up his leadership here. You lost
11, so
11, so you need to roll a 1. So the only time you need to, no, you don't roll 1 on.
No.
Okay, so you lose 1 automatically.
Yeah.
And then 1s and 2s, the rest went away.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So now's the time you don't want to be rolling the 1s and the 2s. 2, 3 more. 3 more. 4 more. Oh, 4 more. So down to just the 3 left there. So at the end of my turn there, would you want to do your token attack with?
Really, man?
He's failed every time.
Every time.
All right, so I get engaged for 4 quarters. I'm still alive over here with 1 guy left. I've got the bike here, and then we've got 1 here, 1 there. So that's 3 points. I get 3 points for a primary. That's 6 points. And then I've rodded that turn as well. So what we'll do, hopefully, it'll pop up on the screen now of what the scores tally is. Yeah.
Finally 15 points.
Yeah, so I'm on 61 points, I think, roughly. And that's not including the rod still to go through. Mike is on 2 objectives.
3. 1, 2.
You are not on that one because I am objective secured.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
So it's
only because I normally take the shenanigans.
I know where you are. Yeah, you're
you're
wishing you did that. You're wishing you did that. It would have maybe been a different game altogether. So he gets the 10 points for this one and for this one. And then we'll work out his secondaries at the end. But I think I'm on 61. And yeah, it looks like it's running away with a bit of a Custodes win here. But we'll work out the scores at the end. We'll maybe play out this turn, and then maybe call it this turn, I think, because I can't see a way back into it.
No, definitely.
Really. So we'll let Mike carry on and with his movement, because he can still restrict some of the scoring for me. But we'll go on to Mike's turn 4 next. Okay, so Mike's decided we're going to go out in a bang here. There's not a great deal he can do. He's going to fall back over here, staying outside of 3 inches, so I can't heroically intervene in for 1 CP. He's going to do the same over here. So then Mike holds this one, and Mike holds that one for next turn. And then he's going to stay where he is over here because he's pretty much guaranteed to kill me over there. And then last but not least, Valerian versus, is he an unnamed lord you've got there?
Unnamed at the minute.
Oh, right. Comment below and we can try and name this lord depending on the outcome of this fight. So we'll go with shooting next. So the only thing that can shoot is actually the command barge. So who's he going to fire into?
Valerian.
All right.
See what I can take off.
Yeah, why not?
So 2s.
You're on 3s because of the banner.
Oh, okay.
So you're -1. Let me just double check. Yep, within 6. So you're on -1 to hit.
So strength 6.
Toughness 5. But each time an attack is made against this model, an unmodified wound roll of 1 to 3 always fails. It fails.
It fails.
Valerian is a boss. Okay. Roll your charge.
Yep.
You've got fly, so I can't tangle for you.
7.
7. He's in. Okay, so hit away. So what were you? 4 attacks, wasn't it?
4 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s. Is that for shooting just this, or is it for all attacks?
For shooting.
Shooting. So
Yep.
hitting on 2s then as
Yep.
well.
Hitting on 2s. Yeah.
Spend my last CP.
Spend the last CP. Okay. All hit. Doesn't the 6s do anything fancy with that weapon?
I just want to double check. I don't think so.
We'll just double check it. Well, we'll roll up the wounds and then see what. So you can't wound me on 1, 2s, and 3s. So transhuman built in. So you need 4s.
4s, yeah.
Yep. 1.
1.
So we will roll our save and get a 6. Valerian. What a boss. Okay. And then I'll go straight into Valerian's attacks backs here. So what I should have actually done as well is, it may not be characters actually, reduce the attack characteristic. Okay, so hitting on 2s. Reroll the 1 for himself because of his ability, once per. And then strength 7, toughness 7, wounding on 4s. So that is 3 through.
Yeah, it's toughness 6, but you couldn't win me on 3s anyway.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, because of, yeah. So just 3 through.
3.
Yeah.
What was the minus?
The minus is -4.
Yeah, so it's quantum shielding, so it's 5s.
Very good.
So what's the damage?
You can't reduce the damage of this weapon, I don't believe, so it'll be 2.
Okay.
So just the 2. Right, so that's that over. So that was a bit of a anticlimax, and then I'll just do my quick 3 attacks over here. So obviously normally I would have just waited for Valerian, but just for the cinematic I wanted to do it there. And then 2. So 2 saves at -3 into your destroyers.
2, sorry, was that?
Yep, 2.
Yeah, so 5s. Nope. What's the
Okay.
damage?
The damage is 2 each, so 1 dead.
1 dead. Does he get back up? No.
Okay, so I am happy to. Well, we might as well play the attacks out. Play the attacks out. Kill him. So you're still -1 attack.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the stance. So these are the double-handed.
Yeah.
Yep. So all hit. Well, nope.
No.
Sorry, the 2 doesn't hit. So, and then we're on 3s to win this time. That's all of them. And that is him dead. Right. So I think we can probably call it there. So what we'll do is we'll tally up what the final scores would have been, and we'll go through units of the game and get back to you in a minute. So I think it's safe to say it's a Custodes victory, but we'll just work out by how far. Okay, so just tallying up scores here. We've done a little bit of a playthrough at the end. Valerian didn't kill the command barge, so the command barge just moved off into this quarter just to get the engage. Those guys would have stayed over there and done the rod. Then my character would have moved up there and done the rod in my turn. So it means the final scores are 88 to the Custodes and 69 to the Necrons. So it actually was a little bit closer than it was looking like. I think, Mike, you bring your competitive list with pre-game movement and objective secured all round, and that could have been a completely different game. So maybe at some point we'll have to play that out and see. It was a little bit more to have an exhibition of the Custodes today. We both didn't take the most brutal of lists. There are lots of crazy shenanigans you can do with Dawn Eagle jet bike captains, ignoring invulnerable saves and striking first and falling back and charging. It's crazy some of the stuff they can do, but I decided to leave all that out today, just mainly because I wanted to bring Valerian and Alea out with the new rules. Saying that, so I'm going to go with my unit of the game. I'm going to say Valerian, just because I'm happy if I performed against a Nightbringer. What was your unit of the game? Oh dear.
Can I pass?
You can pass.
Do you know what? Actually, I'll go for the Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah.
They managed to do the most.
Well, they were just sat there being a pain.
Sat there and clink wounds off your bikes.
Yep. Well, yeah, right enough. The bikes are down. Yeah. So right. So as always, at the end of the videos, if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. All of those are very much appreciated. Obviously, every subscriber really helps. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Black Mountain Wargaming, and we'll see you next time.